Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. You know, one of the things that I've ran into here recently as I've been dealing with students and helping them move forward to build their business, you know, I give away a free book and allow them to book a training call with me. And on that call, we're able to cover whatever they'd like to talk about. Here's the problem. Most of the time, they don't even care enough to show up. You know, let me ask you this. This is something I want you to think about. Were you ever dealing with someone that maybe you were coaching or helping to move their business forward, and they tell you, oh, I don't really have time for that, or they brush you off on a phone call, perhaps? You know, what that tells me is this. They're not willing to walk away from the person they are and the lifestyle they have right now to turn into the person that they could become and live the lifestyle of their dreams. The reason I bring that up to you is this. Are you someone who is maybe struggling with that? You know, do you know that there's times that you could be working on your business and you've decided to do other things, sit in front of the TV or be on your computer doing something that isn't a income producing activity? Once again, this is just something to make you think. But the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is going to be created by the things that you think about. If you're somebody who always puts it off till tomorrow, your dream lifestyle is never going to happen for you. And that's the problem with a lot of online business. If you don't do anything today, you don't really notice that nothing happens because you're still working a job, you still have good income. It feels like you've lost nothing. But think of what happens a year down the road where you could have been compared to where you are. That's why a lot of people don't show up for advanced training calls or something like that because they don't feel it's important enough. What's going to happen one day is you're going to look back and you're either going to be glad you did or you're going to wish you would have. What side of the fence are you going to be on? That's everything I have for today's episode of The Money Wheel. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.